Welcome back, everybody. We've been getting into the business of YouTube, and I've had the pleasure of hosting some of the biggest names in the YouTube sphere in the country. And right now, I've got a gentleman who has over 136,000 subscribers on YouTube. His name is Henry Desagu. Welcome, Henry.
Thank you so much.
Or should I call you Desagu? Which one do you prefer?
Desagu.
Desagu. We'll stick with
Desagu.
Desagu.
I think it's easier.
Okay.
Yeah.
When did you first join YouTube?
I joined YouTube, I think, on 14th August 2016.
2016. Yeah. But I know it's only about a year later that you started to become serious about it.
Originally, it was just a hard drive, your quicker content. I just put content there.
Okay.
But later I started seeing, there are some people who are watching there. Okay. But originally, I started on Facebook.
When you first started, did you have any idea of the kind of like interest or popularity that you'd just dive into from YouTube? Was there any inclination that this might be bigger than it seems?
Okay, in the long run, I was seeing something like that. But when I started, it was just it's something I used to love to do. Okay. So I just let me put content out there. Let me see how people react. Yeah. They react negatively. I quit and deny that. But when I started on Facebook, the most amazing thing about Facebook is sharing. When somebody sees, he shares. So even if my page was new, you end up meeting very many people. So originally I did love Facebook because of sharing. Okay. Now that content, because I did not have a hard drive, my laptop, I want a space. Yeah. So I started uploading also on YouTube as a hard drive to put there my content.
Wow. Yeah. Look at that. Okay, so 2 years from when you started getting serious on YouTube, that's 2017. Yeah. It's not even fully 2 years yet. Yeah. And you've got over 100,000 subscribers, 136,000. Yeah. Can you explain to people who don't know, can you explain what it is your channel is about? And can you also give some insight as to why you think people have fallen in love with you so much?
So first, I think for people to really understand me, they must know who is Desagu. Yeah. So Desagu is personally what we do is, you see, like what we do is like a reality comedy show. So what I do, I create skits that relate with my life or somewhere revolve around my life. Okay. So it's like people are, the reason I have got many subscribers on YouTube, I think first mainly is because I do something almost closer to what the Kardashians are doing. You are keeping up with Desagu. You see, Desagu is a hustler from a very poor hood called Moihoko. He does not have a permanent job. He does not have a permanent girlfriend. So he's always after ladies. The other time is after I'm a football kazi. So alafu he does not accept the livelihood from where. So if it's a lady, he does not want a lady from that hood. Anataka wakule kwingine asile kui na nini. So most of my life is my struggle with real life. So people are keeping with, where's Desagu today? What is he doing today? Okay. So generally it has been like that. So that's what makes people subscribe. Because the reason people subscribe is because they want to watch your next clip. They want to know when you upload the next clip because it's like a continuous story. Wow.
First of all, I find it so funny that you compared yourself to the Kardashians. I mean, I think that's incredible. But I think from a business perspective, I think we all want to be some kind of Kardashian Jenner with their billions and their millions. So let's slight segue, and I want us to talk a little bit about the business of YouTube. Okay. How has that been like for you? And would you describe yourself as an entertainer and a YouTuber confidently? Or is that still, how do you feel about it?
Right now, I think for the last 6 months, I can confidently say I'm a YouTuber. Before I think I was so much focused into, before I was not serious, for more than, I think for the last 1 year is when I've been active on YouTube. Right now, because of the subscriber base and having those people watch a lot of your clips, I think right now I can say I earn from YouTube. But before then, even me, I was on YouTube, but people are saying they're earning from YouTube. I'm like, how? I'm also doing what you are doing. Yeah. But I came to understand certain metrics that makes you earn. I later realized what people want on YouTube and what people want on Facebook or other places is not the same. Okay. You have to understand, in this sphere, somebody who is going, this is how we decide. Somebody who is on Facebook, ni mtu ako kwa simu na jam. So he just wants a very short thing, alafu it's over. But somebody who is now in YouTube, ni mtu ako na internet, ako na Wi-Fi, ako kwa office and have a boss. So he has a lot of time. So compare 2 minutes is like, hey man. So when I understand what people want on YouTube, people on YouTube want more something to do with dramas. People on Facebook just want something short. You could be talking about anything, even something very just short. And so when I understood those metrics and how you can push audience kutoka Facebook or enda YouTube, take some from YouTube, take them to Instagram, that's when I started saying, sasa mimi YouTuber.
Because they're interconnected.
Yeah, everything is interconnected. Like nowadays what I do, a very long clip, let's say 6 minutes, then I put 2 minutes on Facebook. Then I say, if you want to watch the full video, go to YouTube. Okay. So I'm pushing traffic from one side to the other side.
Right.
That's where now I started. Now I can say unan.
Okay. So actually earlier I was asking the ladies how it is for them, the different ways that they make money off YouTube. Do you mind breaking down what that looks like? You talked about metrics as well, just because I'm sure there's many people who are, you know, like you were a year or two ago, thinking, how are people actually earning off of YouTube? So how does it work?
Okay, first to earn from YouTube, even before you come from earning from YouTube, as certainly online content creators. Most people judge success by when your videos are zinaonwa, how you are going viral. Desagu, I saw you everywhere. But the biggest success is when you are able to monetize that content. Yes, you are funny. Yes, you are doing amazing content. But are you able to monetize? You see, breaking that barrier. For me, when some people do ask me, when do you think you started feeling like you are making it? But when you are able to monetize that content. So for me, the first and the very main area before you even make marketing, you must create a following. Because that following is the one that will enable you to make money. So for me, I think I started with product endorsement. I think that for me, that's my most favorite. Where a client comes to you, I use my humor to endorse their content, their product, their services. So I started, I think, for the first 6 months. The client wengi walikuwa wanaulizia, but they are not serious, just asking. But after some time, now I started getting that clients. But now there is a difference between getting a client right now and getting a client tomorrow or 3 months from now. So for myself, what I did is, after creating content and generating your following, what I did, I said, the first client will come to me, nitamfanyia job. So you know, do it heartily as unto God and not unto men. Like, make that job your proposal. The first client who comes to you, or pay job kabisa. Like, ask yourself, if I was a client, would I have believed this guy anaitwa Desagu and go and buy that product or consume that service? So I started with product endorsement. That was made me survive for a very long time. And then that's when now YouTube came in.
So YouTube AdSense.
Yeah, YouTube AdSense. Okay. When I monetized my content, for a very long time I was not serious until I met someone who showed me, I have less followers, less subscribers than you, and I'm making more money. Then I so what am I doing wrong? Akanionyesha hapa ndio una monetize, even ndio unafanya, even ndio unatumiwa pesa and all that. So the moment you receive your first check from YouTube, it motivates you to do more.
To continue, to keep going.
So right now I can say at least from YouTube I get something. I can say, and even if I don't get any other endorsement that month, I can say confidently, I'll pay my rent, I'll fuel, I'll do all that with YouTube.
Look at that, from the YouTube, from the ads that come on YouTube.
Yeah, because what YouTube does for monetizing, most people think it's because you get a lot of views that you make a lot of money. It also comes to watch hours, like how much time people are spending and how fast. Like, let's say somebody else uploads a video and I upload a video. How fast are you? YouTube, when they see that people are watching the Desagu video that fast, that's when they say ads zote zinawekwa huko.
Yeah, so that means if in the first 24 hours you get 20,000 views, you'll make way more money than I would if I got 2,000 views in the first 24 hours. Like way more money.
Because every even I might get 50. And then somebody in 1 week, and then somebody gets 100 in 2 weeks. You might even surpass me, but I'll make more because my 50 was watched very fast. Usually it's algorithms. So they see that this video is being watched, so all the ads wanarusha pale.
Okay.
So that's how you make
money. So I'm curious to know, have you experienced any kind of trolls and trolling? Is that ever an issue for you, or do you feel like for the most part it's all love?
For the most part of what I have not received, hiyo unasemanga negative, because I think maybe people see I'm like, you see, it's like reality. I don't know, kijana na struggle huko. Mashida zenye yako nazo, they are enough. I don't need to troll him, you're going to stress. But as you grow, the more you get successful, the more I think you get those people wataanza hate. But for me, any hater mwenye na hate online, first I review. So kama pale ni 50k views, he watched. Okay? As long as I watch, I'm okay if you. So for trolls, niseme over time, maybe as you succeed utapata, but from the beginning, I sijaona mtu ana troll, because some people think it's real, yani ile kweli kabisa.
That's just, it's the best.
Kijana anaosha magari pale, ako na shida mingi. What do I have to hate?
Just let him live. What are some of the challenges that you've encountered in the 3 years that you think most people wouldn't expect or wouldn't know about, you know, being on YouTube?
The first thing is the time that it takes before you monetize it. Right? Before you it takes quite some time. Before watu wakuamini waone even they can endorse your product, and even when you understand, you know, you can be popular but you cannot really endorse a product. So it takes time for you to monetize that before you can say, a client can confidently ask you, hey, Desagu, unaweza ni promotea whatever I'm selling. So it takes so much time. At that time it's easy to give up. Unaona umeenda 6 months, you are like, I remember there were time you are trending this video after that video, but you're not making any money. So choosing to move on, inaitangwa waje, not to give up. That's hiyo ni phase nini sana. It's a very hard phase because you are trying to is this really going to work? Kama ni wazazi wale like, "Hey, you utafute job ya office, this is not working." And trying to convince people that will actually make money. That's hiyo period is different for different people, but kama kwangu it took a lot of time before you start getting those serious clients when unasema I'm partnering with that. The other thing is consistency. You know, the thing about online, something is changing. Right now I'm doing something about Easter, then something comes up. So people are watching your video because of Easter, something starts trending, and then it shifts the audience. And so being consistent, and also there's a very big, I had when Yami Mami was here, she was explaining there's something different between having a huge following and having an audience. You can have a following, like let's say on YouTube I have 137K, but are they really an audience? Because somebody might just follow you because he knows you are Desagu, but do they really watch what you put there? So maintaining that audience, that every week you have something to tell and it keeps getting better. That's another big challenge. I think consistency is the biggest challenge everyone needs there. Even when you are making money, just being consistent even in those promotions.
Desagu, what does your day-to-day look like? I'm curious to know. Like what does like what do you do in the morning? What do you like what does your day look like?
Of course, when you wake up in the morning, the first thing is I go online, check how my videos are doing, because normally I'm online marketer and online content. So when I wake up in the morning, I'm normally just checking what's happening online. Are there kuna clients kadhaa, you know, business lazima uangalie kama kuna clients kadhaa wame request. Then of course I don't work alone, I have a team. So sometimes I ask the team, are you shooting today? Or I share idea, I tell them I'm thinking to shoot with this is how the idea will take her on a date. Then then they will tell me, okay, I think it can work, this can do that. If you are going to shoot, we plan maybe you are going to do in the afternoon. But most of my time during the day I visit. If I'm not meeting a client, the client that I already have with, I love visiting where maybe let's say is a kayak, like I'm a brand ambassador for a kayak. So I normally go there. So when client really, I work there. So I will go there. So when clients see, they meet you, they see this serious. This guy actually is here. So most of the time it's me, client, shooting. Ama saa zingine naenda kutafuta. You know, I act with a lot of slay queen. Kwenda kuscout kwenye wako.
That's so interesting. So I know you said that this is somewhat based on your real life, but it really isn't fully based on your real life. It's at least there's humor around it, and there's like some kind of like massive exaggerations. But are you ever conscious of how much of yourself you're putting out there, or how much of your real life you're putting out there, or do you think you've been able to create real distance between you and, I guess, the public?
It's very hard to create the distance. It's very hard. I think for me, having worked in YouTube a long time, it's been very cool to separate that life, who I am in real, and although as much as you try, you find sometimes they mix, because part of my content we try to make something real. Like that, when I was telling you, it's like a reality show, because it's so close to me. If you meet me this Desagu, it's just me. Even when I'm out there, you meet me, it somehow resembles what I do. It's just that I exaggerate a bit, or I involve other characters that make me stand out different. But separating is very hard. But though in real life I'm very serious. You know what, I'm a joke all the time, I'm not serious. But in real life I think I'm more serious, I'm more focused than maybe how people view me there. Alafu, even the way I play, my vision, that is what people think. Actually, in the beginning, people actually thought I was not the one doing it. Somebody who saw a very funny guy in Mohoka and started recording. So people are actually telling me, do you know people are making money out of you?
And they don't know.
Yeah, but it's because when I started, I created a character of a guy coming from a humble beginning, and every day he's growing. Alianza single, akahama bed sitter, akaenda 1 bedroom. So it's a journey that people are following. From where will this guy go? Naenda and keep growing.
Yeah. Desagu, there's not a doubt in my mind that you are very strategic and brilliant about this. I don't think it's by chance that you have 130,000 plus followers and that your views average, like, I think you've got a video that's almost at 1 million views. Lots of them are like hundreds of thousands of views. It's not by chance. You've got to be very intelligent and very intentional to be where you are today. So I mean, the sky is the limit, my friend. I can't wait to see it. And also that idea for like, take me on a date. I am ready. Call me when you're call me when you're ready and get your crew.
We really enjoy to see how it goes on.
Give me a script though. I don't know what I would say.
No,
give me
the
a script.
is just you.
Oh, God.
Actually, you don't write scripts. We call them concepts.
Really?
Like ask you if it'd be a date, me and you. I don't have money, so you utalipa. It's simple.
This would actually be so funny. No, I'm ready. I'm ready when you are. Call me Desagu.
We'll take you there.
We'll come back to Parkin. You can take me on a date here. Yeah.
Pengine unionyeshe menu kwanza nione prizes. I prefer scouting today than taking you tomorrow.
Oh my God, I'm already laughing at the concept. Thank you so much, Desagu, and we wish you all the best. Remember, if you want to follow him, it's very simple. Henry Desagu across all platforms. Hit subscribe, hit follow, show him some love. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm just from Masai Mara. I'm a tourist.
Oh,
like
actually, I saw your video. You already even uploaded, but yeah, I saw you just came from Masai Mara. Fancy. Alrighty, thanks guys for watching. I hope you learned something about this YouTube space, because like it or not, it's here to stay, and there's lots more people going on it, whether it's your colleagues, your children, even your parents, who knows. So I hope that this gave you some insight into this whole new world, and especially here in the country. Thanks everybody for watching, and thank you Parkin by Radisson for lending us your beautiful space. We'll be back here tomorrow as usual, but you can also always catch us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. That's Living with S. So go and follow us while you're there, actually. Thanks everybody. Bye.